Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. That rocks. Brian, you should have gave me the lyrics, man. You should have just gave me the lyrics.
I can play the lyrics.
I'm sure you can't. But that hook, maybe the lyrics with the hook.
Hey, I would just want you guys to admit that after my screw up of playing Puff Daddy, since then I've been enjoying good on my Miami.
It's been good, man. It's been good.
Yeah, you know what? Turn that down just a little. Actually, no, you gotta pull it off now. Yep, sorry, you gotta pull it off. YouTube. We got a couple texts about the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is up and running, I believe. Okay, so Steve, this is one of those things that going into break, I said you may be surprised, especially when you know my history of emotional roller coasters when it comes to getting ready for games, big games at that.
Sure.
So here's the thing, Miami. I respect Miami. You know this.
Absolutely.
I respect Miami. When I respect UAB.
Yeah.
When you have recruiting areas of recruiting hotbeds of talent.
Absolutely.
What's my team? Troy.
Mm-hmm.
Those teams don't. Mm-hmm. You don't mess around with those teams. Because they're from areas of competitive football, and there is no intimidation element a lot of times. So these are the kind of teams I played on teams like this. Athletically, we could go with anybody. So any given night,
yeah,
you knew you could.
Sure,
you could be number one, or you could lose to anybody.
100%. I mean, and you've watched it. I mean, there's historical evidence of that of teams like Troy and different ones playing teams close. I mean, now does it result always in a win?
Right.
No, but they can play. I mean, yeah. So it's like
when they get it together, when they group it and get it together, they can play.
Yeah.
Okay. So with all that being said, I'm excited about the game, of course. I'm excited about these circumstances surrounding the game. I'm excited about the opportunity for Coach Satterfield to have a big win on a national stage, and just to I don't even have to say supplant, because he's had big wins on the national stage, but this is like a focused national stage. Like, okay, I've heard about him. I've watched a little Tutu Atwell highlight here and there. I've watched a little McHale come. I heard a couple stats that this guy kind of has some things going. Let me sit down Saturday evening and really check out this Satterfield guy. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm an ACC fan. I'm this kind of fan. I read. Like I said, everybody gets all of the information about college football. A lot of times, there's their team and the nuggets they get from all the other teams.
Sure.
It's the first time to sit down, see if this team is for real, see if these players are for real. Let's see, are they gimmicks? That's from the Satterfield element. Okay, the Javian, Tutu Atwell. Because here's the thing. When they start getting scouted NFL-wise, or people's opinions that matter, even if you start talking BCSs and, bowl game, are they for real, right? What they do is they go to the places where you played the most athletic teams, right? Mm-hmm. I want to know if Javian Hawkins is for real. I want to know if Tutu Atwell is for real. I want to know if Mikael Cunningham is for real. I want to know if these guys are really real. You go get last year's Miami tape. You go get last year's Clemson tape. You go get these. And it's about 3 games where I'm going to get your Florida State, I'm going to get your Miami, and I'm going to get your Clemson. Because I know there's professional athletes on those fields.
Sure.
So for these players, I'm like, okay, y'all, this is a chance. Real against real. So all that stuff was making me kind of, oh no, I don't know, right? So then, I'll also throw in yesterday's moment. This moment did influence me a bit. My guy that was on with Andy. What's his name?
Rabinowitz. Yeah.
Miami guy. Got a chance to listen to an opinion. Mm-hmm. By that time, by the end of my day yesterday, I went complete 180 degrees from this is your chance to show everybody what we already know. You should waste them. Mm-hmm. You should show up to waste them on Saturday night. And Steve, I don't do that. Yeah. I don't do that in big games. I don't say you should. I don't say two very talented teams, you should beat them real good, right? It's one of those things. You have so much to gain. You individually at every position on this team.
Yeah.
You have so much to gain that I believe it's one of those, if you have any spirit,
yeah,
all the discipline it took for you guys to get here COVID free, like all the
no, absolutely.
Yeah, all the protocols you've been through. I couldn't imagine a team more motivated, or have a team more focused to be ready to perform than the team you got coming into this game.
Yeah.
I don't like when I go that far because I don't like when blowouts become an expectation, but I don't mean blowout I mean a blowout style performance, where you just do the right things. Like whatever level Miami brings, you should be able to match that and then some because of the motivation, because of the level of intensity you should have coming in, relax. Here's the thing. The first couple of plays in the Louisville Western game, when it was falling apart, when you and I were texting back and forth, this is going to be a poop show, right? Mm-hmm. When you saw Mikael Cunningham and Tutu Atwell look over at that sideline as relaxed as they did, I thought about Miami right then and there.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
they're comfortable. They're totally comfortable.
Yeah.
Look, Mikael just got popped and fumbled. Hassan just ran backwards and got caught, and you know what I'm saying? Nobody is even looking at each other with any element of disdain.
Sure.
And I said, this is a different kind of team attitude. They looked calm. Mm. And like I said, these camera angles, I don't know if I'm seeing more facial expressions because there's not a lot of spectators, so they're using different camera angles to get into the players' reactions. Maybe that's why we caught the punter a little better, over the sideline talking about that's not my fault. But watching it, Steve, watching how relaxed they were when quite a few plays went bad, I'm like, this is the relaxed team, focused team that I'm going to need to show up next week.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I worry that I like being, I don't know how to say this. I like being nervous. Mm-hmm. I like the feeling of.
Open it up to the phone lines, by the way.
Yeah, 8150-93.9.
3831-93.9.
I like feeling like, okay, going into this game, we need to do this, and this to win the game. But, man, I mean, it's the first one we've done like this, pregame show we've done like this in a long time. But I really, after watching Miami again and I understand they're both game ones. So I think we had some rust. I think Miami had some rust too. Mm-hmm. So I think you'll see two better teams out there. I feel like it's going to be a disappointment if you lose. Like this isn't one. Yeah, this isn't one where I think we could come in here Monday after
I
a
don't
loss
have an injury.
Yeah.
I don't have an excuse for you not to perform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell me that the team across from me is more talented, and I can look you right in the face and say, individually, but this team and what it has to play for, it could be setting up for a Lamar. I don't even want to say Lamar. A Louisville versus Florida State, the Lamar game.
Yeah. Where you really, I mean, and even if the score's not that big, one where you just really put your foot down and it's like
they can't stop. They can't stop us. It's one of those things where I know you appreciate this. Anybody who appreciates boxing, just if you've ever seen Mike Tyson, do his double gut to head shot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a fan of boxing and you watch somebody hit somebody low and watch them pull their guard down and watch them go upstairs, you're like, that was relaxed execution.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm going to listen before he even realizes he's dropping his hands to his gut.
Yeah.
The next shot is going upstairs. And when you see that in boxing, you're like, that's the sweet science. You know, that's not just wild, bludgeoning, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the same way, I think you're going to be able to see a gashing, a multiple gashing, a run. Yeah. They can't stop this, and as soon as they think this is coming, we're going to play action.
Yeah.
The play action pass. Going back on the game, the big play to Braden Smith, and to follow it up with that play action that got Pfeiffer in that end zone that quick.
Yeah.
That was like the double. That was like the sweet boxing double shot.
Absolutely.
Because there was you're not ready for that play action.
Yeah.
And that was a hard play action. And you put 2-2 out there going right out to the flats. Their safety bit, and it was like, boy, that was that was an awesome setup and headshot.
No, it was, and just but
that will work against anybody.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, it will. And just watching them, man, I go back and I watched what we did, and I watched what they did. And it was just one of them things where it's not even so much that I'm saying, well, Miami ain't got this or that. It's just the execution, the offense we run, the personnel too, a little bit of everything. It's an odd feeling to be back as Louisville football, feeling like Miami's coming to town, and I'm going, you can't lose.
Come on in here.
Yeah, you can't, almost like I said.
There's no way Miami's going to leave here that where you say Miami was just better.
Yeah, right. Right. Even if they beat you, even if it's a classic and they beat you, King throws a touchdown with no time on the clock and it's game winner. You're going to come in here on Monday and go, we let it get away. Not and me and you, we love finding because we are able to. We're Louisville fans, so we look at the big picture too. Okay, how's this affect the program? We don't necessarily just week to week. Okay, Louisville lost. Let's make fun of them today. Okay, now you're on the pit. We look a little bit bigger than that, and there's no scenario. So a lot of times I could come in here and I could say, well, look, man, you had college game day. You went toe-to-toe with Miami. It was an awesome game, blah, blah. I just don't see any way it's anything other than – and I like this. I like that we're here. I don't see any way that anything in a loss doesn't result in any other show on Monday than you coming back in here and saying, you lost. You should have won. You should have won the game. Now you got to regroup. Now you got to move on to Pitt. But, you should have won that football game because I really think they should beat Miami. I kind of think they should beat them pretty good. After watching them, I just think it's a good matchup, man. I think it's a really good even Harris, man.
Okay, best matchup is
our receivers on their
cornerback.
Yeah, absolutely. I say defensive backfield in general. I wasn't all that impressed with their defensive backfield against UAB. Again, though, I do play I assume everybody will be a little bit better, but I assume Louisville will be a little bit better too. So it still kind of equals out. I think Louisville probably played the better team. Maybe not athlete for athlete, but I think Louisville probably played the better team.
Yeah. The better system. Yeah. I think Western will wipe the floor with UAB.
Yeah, but athlete for athlete. I think UAB can probably go with anybody. Know what I'm saying? So
and juiced up. I'll give UAB the credit. They had this is our shot juice.
Let's go to Western. They're not playing another game even close to that. You win that game. I mean, you're looking at a New Year's Six game. I mean, seriously, Western beats Louisville. They're looking at a New Year's Six game.
When they beat Louisville, then go undefeated.
Yeah. I mean, that of course that would be their goal. But with saying that, man, I mean, I think you saw both teams, and you say with Louisville, you said best matchup. Mm-hmm. Louisville's receivers against their DBs. I didn't think Miami covered very well at all.
Okay, what's next? What matchup? Oh, you can be creative, quarterback versus quarterback. You can go our wide receiver room. Ooh.
Well, I think the next most important matchup would be the Louisville linebacking core on De'Aaron King. Will probably be the next most important matchup.
Can De'Aaron King manipulate our linebackers?
And the reason I say linebackers and not DBs is because I'm more worried about his feet than I am his arm. So can the linebackers keep him from getting third level? Uh-huh. Because I mean, when he gets third level, I mean it's brutal. Because I mean now you've got 3 or 4 DBs who are spread across an entire field, and it's like, okay, so can our linebackers? Maybe you'll see more 4 linebacker sets.
Chris Curry says WKU gave UAB their first loss last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
And UAB's on the way back up. You remember they canceled their whole program, But I mean, you remember they did. Jordan Howard went to Indiana. Staples come here. Jamari Staples come here. I mean, guys that were playmakers.
That was a bloodbath.
Yeah, Jordan Howard's in the NFL still. I mean, he was a UAB guy. So
I remember when I went down.
Yeah. So I'm like, it would be the same thing. I think today. If UAB disbanded today, you would see teams like that. You would see them go to colleges and go to the NFL. So
Texas says Miami O-line versus our defensive line
is most important. I like that.
I don't know, man.
I think that answer could be. There's a lot of different answers.
Yeah. I'm open to the conversation.
The most important to me is the receivers versus the DBs, because I think that's the biggest. That's our biggest. What's the word I'm saying? Advantage. Uh-huh. So I think you have to capitalize on your biggest advantage. And that's the one place I know we're better. O-line against their D-line, I think we can see, again, this is where we go back. I think we can hold our own. I think our DBs looked better. Pigram really didn't test them.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like they looked better.
See, I don't know if we were making Pigram throw a little short.
No, that could be the case.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
Listen, I'm telling you, man.
Maybe he tried to test them and couldn't.
Monty McCoy says punter versus punter.
Jeez.
And isn't that punter All-American though? Like, they have a big time punter.
I'm sure. I mean,
yeah, I think Miami really has a big time punter.
I mean, usually everybody's got a big-time punter in the Power 5. I mean, not many Power 5 teams just have a crappy punter. I mean, there's only, how many 60, it's like there's, I mean, imagine all the punters in the high school.
Is that why I was so angry that we couldn't put a football through the end zone on the kickoff? Like, Louisville should have 2 kickers that can put it through the end zone on a kickoff.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know that they want to. I swear to you, I think some of that's by design. So
I don't like it.
No, I don't either. I don't either.
That's one of those things. Like, listen, Sam.
But
I feel you. But
it does help, man, because sometimes listen. But here's the thing: if I'm and let's get nerdy for a second though. If I'm playing the percentages say on a kickoff, I'm making this number up, but for my point. Percentages say only 30% of the time do they actually make it past the 25. Mm-hmm. Well, then I'm probably going to give you a shot, because I'll take that, because you're only going to gain about 5 yards from what you would have got anyway.
And there's a fumble percentage.
And there's and there's just we tackle you at the 15 or the 10. And now it's, so I mean, I don't know the percentages there. Now, the percentage may be bigger than that, and that may be a total jackass thing I just said. Like, I don't know,
right.
But I would say there's a method to that.
Here's what's funny. optically, I'm uncomfortable with it.
No, I hate it. I hate how it looks. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It looks like we're incapable of blasting it out of the end
But when
zone.
Louisville opens the game against Western and kicks it out of the back of the end zone, and then the next time kicks it right to the front of the end zone,
to the 5-yard line. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, they meant to do that.
No, yeah. It's the sarcasm, snarky
Yeah.
in me that says, I don't like that.
Right.
It's different.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, sure.
Yeah, that's how I feel like.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's one of those things it's fun to complain about.
It's like on my NCAA football when I had Pimp Academy. I don't know if that's okay to say, but I did. That was my that was my team every year.
That should be your fantasy football name.
They were the Devils. And I had these awesome jerseys, but I would move them all up to 99, the whole team. And I would, the whole team. I'd make 99, and my kicker, I would kick it like through the uprights every time. It was awesome. Team was awesome. Never lost.
Pimp Academy. That's the rebel in you. That's how you express yourself.
Oh, they were powder blue and gray and black. Oh, they were just sick jerseys, man.
This was around your Duke fascination time too.
Yep.
So but point being, the kicking game is something. Listen. If he does rugby style punts right, I'm gonna have fun complaining about that. Like literally. That's one of those, Steve, that your cousin does. I'm just gonna complain about, and then when one bad thing, the moment we give up one punt return for a touchdown, right? Listen, we're gonna cause fumbles on punts. We're gonna get great field position on punts. We're gonna get all this good stuff, and I'm gonna just I don't like that, right? And then one time something bad happens, I'm gonna say, see, from the beginning I told you. The rugby style punt wasn't going to work. Marcus, we're number 3 in the country in punt coverage and efficiency and special teams. Well, you could be number 1.
Yeah.
So, which really means I don't care. Just get them off clean.
Right. And I like the rugby style. So I think Lupa will be fine.
And you like the rugby style because you hold your breath when
anytime we play a rugby kicker, I'm like, oh, I hate it because you always are like, God, you have to keep tabs on him because a rugby style kicker always has the okay from the coach. If they turn their back, you go. Mm-hmm. I mean, every time you take off.
So any 4th and 2s, 4th and 3s,
sometimes longer, depending on how fast they are. Now, if it's anything too long, coach probably is like, for the love of you, take off and don't get it, I will kill you. So
there's some situations where, there's some situations, Steve, that I really do think a coach can say something and a kid can record it, and a kid could be cancel culture kid, right? Mm-hmm. And my coach said this to me. And I really think that you could sit in a courtroom, right?
Yes.
The state versus Scott Satterfield.
Yes.
And the plaintiff is his punter.
Yes.
And Scott Satterfield has threatened to end this kid's life, right? Mm-hmm. I could literally see them sitting in court and asking Coach Satterfield, "Is this true? Did you say this to this young man?" And I could see Coach Scott Satterfield saying, "I absolutely did, Your Honor. Can you describe it?" "Well, Your Honor, we had a 3-point lead. The ball on our own 30, mm-hmm. and it was 4th and 8.
Yeah.
And that defendant over there, he tried to fake punt."
Yeah.
And I could see the judge saying, "Case dismissed."
Yeah. Done. You tried to what, son?
Contempt.
Tried to what?
Your Honor, it was 4th and 9. And he tried to fake punt and run. Your Honor, I gave him the ability to call the fake at his own discretion. And he waited until it was 4th and 9 to try that fake punt.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Mike, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. Fire away.
All right, so Marcus, I'm sorry, man. I got to defend Steve here. So feels like, as much as I hate Kentucky, it feels like the last two times I've called, I'm defending Kentucky players. One which was Lynn Bowden running all over us, but this time it's the punter. Now I don't know. I guess I'm exaggerating, but I feel like Austin McGinnis ran for 100 first downs in that rugby-style punt. I think that was his name, the punter for Kentucky. But I remember him taking off against everybody he played, and it seemed like people would turn their backs, and he would just go. And there was 4th and 19 and 4th and 15 where it seemed like to me he took off. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I felt like that guy got a first down in every game on a fake punt. But I just need to defend Steve on this one. Every time I see a rugby punter, it goes through me, man. It's just like every time I see a quarterback take off.
So
that's all I got.
If you're a coach, you intentionally recruit rugby style punters every time.
I don't know about that, but I know if I'm a special teams coordinator, I don't want to see one.
Mm-hmm. No. Listen, I appreciate the call. Listen, Mike, I agree with the hold your breath. The one thing I will say, and again, I even put this one on Coach Satterfield a little bit. The first punt, the fumble.
Yeah.
I kind of put that on Coach. I feel that Coach Satterfield probably put that on himself.
Yeah.
You listen, Coach Satterfield is a quarterback. Mm-hmm. I guarantee in 4th and 1s in rain, I guarantee so many times in life his coach just said, make sure you get the snap.
Yeah. Sure.
Everything else will take care of itself.
Sure.
Just get the snap. Mm-hmm. And if I rewound, if I had a camera on the sideline,
yeah,
and nobody went over to that punter and just said, son, this is your first punt.
Yeah.
Get the snap.
Yeah.
Because after that, muscle memory is gonna do all the work.
Yeah.
But your brain is gonna have to say, it's gonna be slippery.
Yeah.
You catch this football. Now, if he said it, and I don't know about it, cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's just one of those things you got to remind.
Well, they got it on film now too. That's why I'm not really, I say, look, I'm not worried about it, but we've spent 15, 20 minutes on the punter in the first hour.
Right.
But, I mean, I'm not as worried because, again, like I said, a lot of these things you get on film. That's why I liked how the offensive line, for instance, it looked like we were struggling to start the game a little bit. Mm-hmm. Make some changes, putting guys in different places.
And Steve, those changes may not have been necessarily panic changes or anger changes.
No.
Like when you go back and see the footage of the holding call, mm-hmm. that was a terrible call. Mm-hmm. So maybe, and for them to grade out as the number one offensive line, when we first saw that, we're like, emotional. We're like, yeah, I'm glad he got him out of there. Get him out of there and get somebody else in there. Yeah. It's like, no, Steve, they're playing great. I'm rotating to keep my guys fresh.
Yeah,
at all the positions.
Well, and he has what looks, to my eye, is a luxury in you have multiple people who can play multiple positions. You know, I always joke with our praise and worship team at church. We have 12 people that can all play like 4 or 5 different instruments. So I'm like, God, y'all can just interchange. It's crazy. So I'm like, I saw Chandler outside, inside. I saw Cam DeGeorge play 2 or 3 different positions. So you're going, okay, if I have this luxury, and Coach Ledford said himself, he said, if we could start 6 linemen, Cam DeGeorge would start. What? I missed it.
Brian, play us out.
I'm going to Twitter.
Ooh.
Well.
Wait till you pause it.
No, go ahead and play us out.
Yeah, and while you're playing out, I think I know what you saw. Okay. Let me say, for over 50 years, locally owned Moby Dick has been committed to serving the city of Louisville high quality seafood.
distance during this unprecedented time. There has never been a better opportunity to tackle your home improvement projects. Lanning Paints is offering curbside pickup or delivery in Metro Louisville. Find the perfect color online and we'll match it for you. Call on your order at our Middletown store at 245-0630 or our Dixie Highway location at 618-2138, where we also offer Benjamin Moore's full line of products. Our personnel is standing by and can answer all of your questions you have and will guide you through everything you need, so you only need to make one stop. When the interior paint dries, take advantage of our excellent driveway sealer, deck and fence stains, our exterior paint, and enjoy the great outdoors. We also offer our own epoxy for basements and garage floors. Consider us your quarantine boredom relief headquarters. Stay well, Kentucky. Check us out at www.lanningpaint.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, Cards fans. Great Flood Brewing in the Highlands and Great Flood Middletown are both open and ready to serve. Whether you're in the mood for a cold beer on our extended patio in the Highlands or a delicious burger or cocktail at our Middletown location, check us out at greatfloodbrewing.com for more info on all the options we have for you. For a limited time special, mention this ad out in Middletown for $2 off your first appetizer. Thanks again for all your support, and we hope to see you soon. Go Cards! For more information, visit us at www.greatfloodbrewing.com.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
GE Appliance Park is now hiring full-time positions, and for a limited time, second shift new hires are eligible for a $500 incentive. Apply today at makeitathepark.com. GE Appliances. We make good things for life.
The Ravens look to stay hot this week as they take on the Texans. And the only place in Louisville to hear every snap is right here on 93.9 The Ville.
Looking for the end zone, fires down the sideline. He's got Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens!
Pre-game coverage begins at 3:55 with kickoff at 4:25. Live play-by-play of Lamar and the Ravens is presented by Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life. Body Armor sports drink, only you can. Available at Kroger. And Molly Malone's, the official Lamar bar all season long.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hull. The Sports Center update brought to you by Beer Nose Pizza. Yeah, it's that good. The 18th ranked Louisville football team continues to prepare for College game day on Saturday when they take on number 17 Miami. That game is set to kick off at 7:30. Miami beat writer Danny Rabinovitz joined our very own Andy Sweeney on the take yesterday, and he talked about Miami's depleted secondary.
They're going to be thin there. They did a better job against UAB in the secondary. UAB had a little bit of trouble passing the ball, but again, I look for Louisville's attack to be, far superior than what Miami saw. And I think Canes fans are a little bit nervous heading into this game because we saw a couple of flashes from the defense in that last game, but they're going to have to step up as well on this one.
Tomorrow, be sure to catch all our pregame coverage right here on 93.9 The Ville starting around 5:30 and immediately following the game for the postgame show. With a college basketball start date set for November 25th, Louisville men's basketball coach Chris Mack met with the media yesterday, and he talked about Jalen and Sam playing well.
Sam Williamson looks night and day different just in terms of his body. His understanding of what it takes to be prepared for a workout, to be ready to go from minute one versus last year at this time. It's just night and day. I've been glowing about Jalen Withers for a year now, and he's going to have the opportunity to play for us. We need Jalen to be a lot more consistent than he shows in practice with his talent level.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL.
Catch that full interview at ESPNLouisville.com. Sticking with basketball, but this time in the NBA, the Miami Heat took a 2-0 series lead last night in the Eastern Conference Finals with a 106-101 victory over the Boston Celtics. Two former Kentucky Wildcats helped lead the way for the Heat, with Bam Adebayo finishing with 21 points and 10 rebounds, and Tyler Hero having 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Moving on to the NFL, last night in Thursday Night Football, the Cleveland Browns pulled off a 35-31 over the Cincinnati Bengals, but Joe Burrow had a big day with 316 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield led the way for the Browns with 219 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. Moving on to soccer, Louisville City FC will be back in action tomorrow taking on Memphis 901. That game is set to kick off at 7:30. And last but certainly not least, just a reminder, if you missed any of your favorite ESPN Louisville shows, be sure to check out the podcast center at espnlouisville.com. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This is SportsCenter.
Experience Rufino, one of the most iconic names in Italian wine. Add a touch of Italian hospitality to every occasion with wines for every palate. From sparkling Proseccos and Rosés to fresh fruit-forward whites and Tuscan estate reds, you'll find the perfect wine with ease. Celebrate with Rufino and discover the Italian art of good living. La Vita Rufino. Please enjoy our wines responsibly. 2019 Rufino Import Company, Rutherford, California.
Hey, Kentuckiana, Luke Hancock here. I wanted to take a minute to tell you about my good friends at Fitness Market. When my fiance and I were looking for a high-quality piece of fitness equipment for our home, we knew there was only one place in Louisville that we needed to go. Fitness Market. The friendly staff at Fitness Market showed us their amazing selection of equipment options, carefully explained all the different machines, and most importantly, treated us like family. We purchased the most amazing Kaiser indoor cycle, and we couldn't be happier. What was truly incredible was how many different treadmills, ellipticals, home gyms, rowers, and spin bikes they had. From the best brands in the industry like Precor, Matrix, Hoist, Spirit, and our favorite Kaiser. These guys are Louisville's e-bike headquarters. Fitness Market not only has new equipment, but they also have a huge selection of pre-owned equipment as well. That means they have something in everyone's price range. 2 locations, Westport Road just inside the Snyder, and their superstore on Plantside Drive at the corner of Watterson Trail, and online at thefitnessmarket.com.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
So I go to take this bottle to the dumpster, right?
Okay.
It's big because my place is pretty clean, but this bottle is empty and it's just a big old bottle, right?
Right.
Go figure. So I go to this dumpster, Steve. I get ready to fling this bottle into the dumpster. Some type of way, the bottle hooks my keys. My keys have the string on them.
Oh.
The bottle hooks the keys. The keys fling into the dumpster. The bottle flies out of my hand, hits the edge of the dumpster, falls on the ground, does not break. Shout out to Svetka. John Salzman and Svetka Baca. That bottle survived the dumpster and the concrete and didn't break. I'm looking around because I obviously am not in a position where I can get inside of this dumpster.
Right.
I look around and my neighbor is looking right at me.
Sure.
With her daughter. I'm looking at them like, did y'all just see what just happened? And they're looking right, and they're about 50 yards from me, probably 30, 40 yards, right? And they're just looking there. And I'm like, what are we gonna do? My keys are inside of the dumpster.
Naturally.
So she yells out, should we just ignore that? She doesn't know what went in there, but she knows something went inside there.
Yeah.
She pulls up, gets out the car. My neighbor, she pulls up, gets outside the car. What did you do? I said, I just flung my keys into the dumpster. Now my neighbor has on very, very. She's looking good.
Mm-hmm.
Exercise clothes, just exercise clothes. There's the short runner shorts and tank top.
Yeah.
She gets out of that car, puts her leg up on the side of that dumpster, and before you could blink, she's inside of the dumpster.
Naturally, yeah.
And she did it so aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Right?
Okay.
She gets down in there. Long story short, they get my keys.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're out here talking, blah, blah, blah. And, thank you so much for that. Blah, blah, it's a good conversation. I said, and it's my birthday. She says, well, there you go. Happy birthday. It's all good. So I go back in the house, you know what I'm saying? Everything's going good. Now it's getting closer to time for me, needing to leave. Yeah. Right? So I shower and I'm, in my birthday outfit, literally.
Sure.
My birthday suit.
Yes.
Say it that way.
Gotcha.
Then there's a knock on the door. I can't really go to the door, you know what I'm saying? So I hurry up and scramble and throw something on. So then, I open the door. This kid's across the street. But he's real far across the street. But he's kind of looking right at me. And I look to the left, I look to the right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, looking at the kid. He's still kind of looking at me. And I'm like, what you looking at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, man, you see somebody knock on this door? He said, yeah, the neighbor from over there, right? He said, hold on, I'll go get her. A little while later, she comes over and she has a lava cake, a chocolate lava cake. And she's like, you just been having a rough day. She was like, I know you're going to have a cocktail. She said, have this after your cocktail. I said, well, thank you.
Yes.
This is awesome. Now I got a lava cake. Now I got to get dressed. Now we got to get up to Aspen Creek because it's about time.
Yep.
So we shoot up, I shoot up, Dwayne and Angel's there waiting at Aspen Creek for me. So we're on the little waiting list and it's cool. Then they finally call us. Then we get up to the door and they say, yeah, we're closing at 9. Well, that's not going to work.
No.
We were scheduled to be here. It started at 8. We had a 20-30 minute wait. 9 o'clock. Yeah, and our last call is at 8:45.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
I chose Aspen Creek for my birthday? And you're going to shut it down at 8:45?
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Bungalow Joe's.
Ah.
What y'all going to do?
Okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
And we got patio seating.
It's a good spot, man.
Come on over.
I like that spot.
Bungalow Joe's. Temperature test.
Boom.
They lift the rope. By the way, Steve.
Temperature's high. Gotta go home. I would love if that's how that story works.
Steve, Brian, you're gonna have to reset that. Okay. Okay, so Are you looking at your watch because my story's too long, Steve?
No, Chris Mack tweeted. I'm reading.
Okay, Bungalow Joe's. We're set up, Steve.
Yep.
The order's in. The drinks are flowing. By the way, Steve, everybody who came up to the table to wish me a happy birthday, my God, you made me feel so special. Steve, people just came by and just, hey, happy birthday. Y'all listen to the show. Y'all are really out here listening to the show. So, Steve, we at Bungalow Joe's, eating, drinking, had an absolute phenomenal time. And the entire time, I'm thinking about, I need to find out what type of vodka, so I can try that Reyka stuff.
Sure.
Not at one point did I find out what vodka I had, Steve.
Okay.
Through the entire night, and I feel like I let down the world because I totally didn't know. But long story. I mean, I wanted to say long story short because that was a long story. It was an absolute phenomenal. Thank you to my neighbor who fished my keys out of the trash. Everybody on Twitter and Facebook, I'm gonna try to respond to you as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
It was a great day. I feel like I'm leaving out one part, but Bungalow Joe's, like, thank y'all.
Yeah.
The food was great. The
That's
hospitality was great. All the people, like I said, you really, the birthday wishes. It was just awesome.
Well, good birthday,
man. I'm really mad at Aspen Creek though.
I'm upset about that too.
Yeah, like that can't happen.
It's not gonna stop me from going to get the chips and queso, but
you're not gonna protest with me. No, listen. It was a one-night protest, and the protest ended this morning when I started thinking about their meatloaf.
Well, good, man. I'm glad your birthday was good.
For anybody wondering, I did have a phenomenal birthday. Watched the game. I watched Kareem Hunt do his thing as well. So, bang! Nate Huber, The Office.
Yeah.
Fantasy football is gonna work. So everything's awesome.
I love it, man. Well, good. Well, I have some interesting news for you.
I'm listening.
The Chris Mack tweet I was reading. Are you ready for this? This is maybe a little interesting thing on how college basketball is going to look. Chris Mack's tweet. Hey, D1s, get your games here. Louisville non-conference bubble, November 25th through December 5th. 3 to 5 games per team, lodging, medical protocols, spots filling up fast. Let's go. Mm-hmm. What do you think about it? Because
that's the only way you were going to be able to do it.
It's kind of breaking news, right? I mean, that's kind of a big deal. Yeah,
right? Yeah.
I mean, is that not kind of a...
It's like hosting tournaments. I'm curious about that. It's like hosting tournaments.
Isn't that kind of a huge deal there? Not me. You don't let me in. So it's the thing. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm like, y'all don't want me doing stuff like that 'cause I get mad. I mean, if
bubbles to get some non-conference games in.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge deal. Like, so are teams going to, I guess certain teams are going to bubble, and that's going to be the way you're going to get non-conference games in.
You're just going to do like the Kentucky thing where they're just going to get 4 or 5 teams together and be like, we're playing a round robin.
Yeah, so Kentucky will probably have a bubble. Louisville will have a bubble. I mean, November 25th through December 5th. And then we know Andy Katz tweeted out this morning that the ACC Big Ten looks like it's going to be December 8th through 11th.
Put 5 teams in our bubble.
Okay.
Put 5 non-cons in our bubble. And keep in mind, you can't just do the dream bubble, but you can have probably one other team. Okay, one team we're gonna share the bubble finances, so that can be another big team. Okay.
Yeah.
And give me 3 more. Give me a bubble.
Well, I think you
5 teams. Louisville. There's one other big team, and there's 3 regulars.
Well, I think maybe you would try to. I mean,
would you share a bubble with Indiana?
Yeah, if you could.
And you'd bring in who?
I mean, I guess Bellarmine would be an obvious one.
Bellarmine,
Here.
Cincy, and
you'd bring in Bellarmine. You'd bring in Western.
Oh, yo, that's a good one.
I think you bring in Bellarmine, Western, Louisville. I think
Xavier, Cincinnati.
I was going to say Cincy.
Hell of a bubble, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I bring that many in. Hang on now.
Yeah,
Crean said, "What about IU?
Bring in Austin P or something, man."
No, that's what we started out with was IU. I was like, if we were sharing a bubble with IU, for instance,
yeah, with a money program.
What about Purdue?
Well,
Murray State. That's a good one.
No, if you're bringing in if you're sharing it with Indiana, I don't think you're going to bring in other people like that.
No more Big Ten schools.
So you would have to bring in. Okay, it would be Louisville, Indiana. You bring in Western, Indiana State.
Bring in Bellarmine.
Okay, Bellarmine, Indiana State, and Western.
Maybe bring in another like Texas says Butler or even Xavier. Maybe you have another Xavier Butler style. I could do that.
Plumber Chuck, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's going on? Hey, happy birthday, Marcus.
Appreciate it.
To Steve, what about, I want some higher teams in here besides that. I want somebody, I could go for Xavier or I could go for Ohio State, and I know why you want Bellarmine in there for Scotty, but I got, you got to get, at least 3 good teams in there to draw anything if you can get so many people at the Young Center, if they can allow visitors or not. I want 3 good teams, throw Bellarmine in there, and I don't want anybody that's not any good. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. I will say this though: if it's a bubble, I appreciate the call. If it's a bubble, you're not.
We do have fans. Crean's in here. He's got something for IU. He said that they actually are in the Maui Invitational at the same time of that.
Okay. So they
wouldn't be able to do the bubble.
Yeah. Which is fine because they're doing their non-con.
Go Cubs.
So, yeah. Well, there you go. You and Crean. I know. That's y'all.
Go Cubs, go.
Yeah, lucky you.
Andy, thanks for joining us on Middays with Marcus Maven. What's on your mind?
Hey, guys. How's it going? First and foremost, I was going to say, I really think that the bubble, or that the non-conference schedule is going to look like your Maui Invitationals, your Atlantis. You're going to drop 2 to 3 good teams into the bubble, have a host city, and, the rest are kind of going to be mid-majors to a low major, like a Bellarmine. And the other question I had was Steve, I just wanted to make sure that you got the meme that I sent the other day with the Cowboys unicorn.
I did. Oh, my gosh.
So I'll hang up and get your thoughts on the kind of the scrubbing the teams together that way.
Okay.
Thanks.
Appreciate the call. Yeah, I am aware of that one.
Did I send that one to you?
Yes.
That was one so funny I couldn't even be offended.
Actually, I'm surprised I didn't send it to you before because I had seen that one floating around. Okay, so do you think these will be power bubbles?
Yeah, I think obviously there are. I don't think so.
No.
No, I think it'll be like
one
Cincinnati, Bellarmine. Maybe I think Western.
Listen. What you're saying, Steve, is you're acting like a Louisville, Indiana, Cincy, Xavier wouldn't be a power bubble.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I think Louisville, Cincinnati, Bellarmine, Western, Murray State.
That's a power bubble, though. Western, Louisville, and Indiana.
No, when I'm thinking of a power bubble, though, I'm saying it's not going to be like Louisville, Kansas, Texas Tech. Like you're not going to get. But I mean, it's kind of a big deal, though, man. I mean, because again, the bigger story here too is kind of like I said. This is obviously a blueprint of what the season's going to look like. We were wondering, so you're having non-conference tournaments.
Oh my God! Do we got to add Villanova to the power bubble? Philly Carl, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. What's on your mind?
Hit it.
I was on the phone with Philly Carl. Yes, you gotta.
Philly Carl, fire away, my man.
What's up, man? And let me tell you first, the power bubble will probably be Louisville, Butler, Xavier,
and you get Notre Dame, and then you do Western Kentucky. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot put Xavier and Cincinnati in the same bubble. They'll tear the city up, man. So
fair enough.
That's a great point.
Bubble.
Good point.
That's a great point. I don't know. We passed that now.
You think so?
Yeah, we listen. We gotta have to learn to share facilities and get it together.
All right.
I appreciate the call.
it. Yeah,
No,
that's
I was
fair.
expecting the Villanova.
I figured he was going to be like, y'all going to invite Villanova down, and Villanova beat you by 170,000 points. Nova's going to be good this year.
I did.
Yeah.
See, I know. And that's why he doesn't bring him up.
I know. Yeah,
he just waits.
But I mean, before we go back to the phone lines, I mean, to my knowledge, Coach Mack. I mean, again, this is. I'm not even going to say Coach Mack. Maybe I'm going to say Vince Tyree.
Is his phone lines blowing up right now?
Again, Louisville's kind of leading the charge here. This has become a
That's a great point
in football.
Because I hadn't heard any stories come out like that.
Louisville was the first ones to come back, and hey, we've got a plan. This news from Chris Mack is the first coach I've heard say anything like this. So again, college basketball. Louisville's leading the charge. Like, hey, all right, that's what we're doing. That's how we're doing it.
So you can just say that this university is at the forefront of the. But here's the thing. Before I hit that phone line and Birdhead, just give me 1 second. You sent a tweet to me with a quote from a player from Miami, Derek King.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what that quote said?
Yeah.
Fire away with it real quick.
Derek King on Facing Louisville. This is one of the reasons you come to Miami to play in big games like this.
Say that one more. Wait, people, this is Miami.
This is Miami's starting quarterback.
Listen, Heisman Trophy candidate Derek King, when asked about Louisville.
This is one of the reasons you come to Miami to play in big games like this. That works for me.
Birdhead Ryan, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's up, guys? A couple comments, one for basketball, one for football. When Steve, when you said that Coach Mack had a tweet, I immediately had to go see it because y'all were going to tease it, which you did. And the first thing I thought of was, how ingenious of an idea is this? Why didn't somebody else come up with this weeks ago and throw it out there? I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty. I mean, I would venture they're going to get probably 3 or 4 big name teams, and then 3 or 4 mid major teams, and I think that would be a great. And I think everybody would enjoy it. It would be great. I don't think they would have fans there.
Sure,
but I just look at it and go, that's just such a simple idea. How did we not think of this ourselves and pose it to the coach or pose it to Vince? Hey, Vince, what do you think about this? I mean, they already think of it. They're already 2 steps ahead of anything that we think of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, regardless of this happening or not, they're thinking more games to the season. What can we do to make this safe for the players, safe for the coaches? And I bet you by the end of the day, you'll have no less than 5 other teams doing this across the country, copying and pasting and putting their own name on it, and trying to have something at their place. And if you look 60 miles east down the road, they're probably going to try and do it. Too bad we beat you to it. Second thing, tomorrow, I just got this feeling we're going to go in there and we're going to smack them right in the mouth.
Yeah.
I think we've got revenge. I think we're going to go in there, we're going to smack them in the mouth. I think we're going to set up our run game, and when they try to stop the run, we're going to throw all day on them. The night's going to be perfect as far as weather, so we don't have to worry about that. I think this team is motivated, ready. You don't hear us chirping. You don't hear our players saying much. This team has something to prove. They're on a big stage, a stage that 3 weeks ago, they did not think they'd be on a stage on College game day hosting Miami at home. And now you've got it right here in front of you. You think they're going to take advantage of it. I'll jump off. Take care. Go Cards.
Listen,
I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate the call, and you just kind of sparked just a extra thought outside of some things I was going to talk about. 6 weeks ago, Satterfield looked at those players in the eye and he said, guys, I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to work like we're going to play some football.
Yep.
And I need you to come into this place.
Yep.
And some people in the back of their mind are like, this dude is just going to have us working, around the clock. Other schools probably not even going hard. The way every time I turn on the TV, the news, they're shutting everything down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to trust you, Coach Satterfield. I'm going to trust you, and I'm going to keep working hard. But if we don't get football, I'm going to put this one on you.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the way on you. Like, I know it's not your fault.
Yeah.
But it's one of those, you had me believing we're going to play football.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to work like we're going to play football.
Mm-hmm.
Satterfield got them to the football season.
Yeah.
So if you had some doubt in your trust and you saw the way he spearheaded this.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little extra credibility to it in the football player's mind, right?
Yeah.
And just Birdhead kind of made me think about that. So here's the thing. The video you sent me, it kind of goes hand in hand. Okay, yesterday in my notes, Steve, what I had in my notes is stop with the turnover belt.
Okay.
Right? You know the turnover belt, wrap on your shoulder. Stop with the turnover belt. And I was kind of joking, but not joking, right?
Right.
I was gonna say yesterday on this show, I was gonna say stop with the turnover belt because it still looks a little Miami copied, right?
Okay.
So I saw it one time. So yes, this would be copying. But I would do it. I would do this with a little more professionalism.
Okay.
Tell me, do you agree or disagree?
Okay.
A better reward for touchdowns and turnovers. That's what gets you stickers for the most part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Touchdowns and turnovers.
Sure.
Those are the big plays. Poster board, Instagram account. It goes up right behind the team bench.
Yeah.
If I get a turnover, put up my board.
Yeah.
C_Atwell at Instagram.
Yeah.
Or my Twitter.
Yeah.
Or whichever one. Is that better than the turnover change?
Well, you think, especially with U of L announcing yesterday the Elevate program, where they're going to start promoting kids. They're basically setting up for the
name, image, and likeness.
Yeah, the NIL. So it's like they're going to start promoting kids as brands.
Steve, you sent me a video. Listeners of Middays with Marcus Maben. Steve sent me a video this morning. I want you to see this video through my eyeballs. Not only mine, I want you to see this. Okay, I have a college game day. Kids who like watching college. All the high schoolers watch college football. For sure, right?
Sure.
Game day on Saturday night. Think about this. I've watched a video. A dude named Tutu Atwell is sitting, laptop in front of him. Phone is right there on the table.
Mm-hmm.
The phone makes an alert. Bing! Right? He takes off his headphones. He picks up the phone. Right? It's a video of himself. Right? It's the video on the phone. And a little blue button that says publish. And the camera shows the screen's face. He clicks publish. It's a video of him dashing up the sidelines, pulling away from somebody. He just published a video of himself. And there's music playing in the background. And you want to know what the likes and the shares are doing? They look like what do you call it? Like a rolling, like a counter. What would we call that, Brian? Okay, put it this way. His likes are going like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you're thinking of like a running timer.
Yeah, like a running timer. Now imagine if you posted a video and in 10 seconds you had 400 likes.
Yep.
Right? I mean, just instant. And it looks like his thing is ready to explode.
Yeah.
Of likes and shares. And he's looking at it, right? And he's watching these likes and shares I mean, we're talking about 7 likes a second, right? 7, probably 10 likes a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then the phone rings, people. The actual phone ring. Or no, I'm sorry, it doesn't ring. He gets a message from Teddy Bridgewater.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets a message from Coach Gunnar Brewer.
Yeah.
And then he gets a message from Devontae Parker. And then we're talking about bing, bing, bing.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, bing, Teddy Bridgewater. Bing, Devontae Parker. Bing, Coach Gunnar Brewer.
Mm-hmm.
Bing. And then the phone rings. And when it rings, it says Lamar Jackson. And he says, "Oh, what up, bro? Oh, man, you see that video I just posted? Think about I'm a high schooler.
Yeah.
And I just watched Tutu Atwell's likes and shares and follows go up 1,000 in 20 seconds. And these league dudes are hitting me up or they're commenting on my post. And then my screen goes black and Lamar Jackson pops. And it looks like he has Lamar Jackson saved as his avatar, the same.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, the same as his account.
No, it's awesome.
And he picks up the phone and says, "Oh, man, you see the video I just posted?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy, right?" And the screen goes blank. And it says, "Elevate."
Yeah. It's an awesome program, man.
Right.
No, it's perfect. And it goes right into what you're saying. If you have a bubble in college basketball, for instance, if we're saying, hey, come play in this Louisville bubble, we're going to have because I'm sure U of L will do it right. They'll have a screen put up and everything, and it'll be awesome. And you're talking, dude, we're flashing names.
Yeah, and if I'm the sponsor of the bubble, I'm putting all my stuff up.
You could definitely sell some sponsorships with
In Louisville, y'all in my bubble, I mean, businesses, 75, 45, 45, 35, 35, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Auctioneer. Yeah, I'm with you guys, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the announcement of who the teams that are in Louisville's bubble comes fairly quickly, because it looks like they're starting to break, because we were talking earlier about the Indiana, so John Rothstein did report that the 2020 Maui Invitational will be held from the November 30th to December 2nd, which is right in the middle of what Coach Mack is saying for their bubble. Mm-hmm. And the teams are including North Carolina, Indiana, Texas, Alabama, Providence, Stanford, UNLV, and Davidson.
Ooh.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. That's the Maui, though. I mean, that's not the Louisville bubble.
Did I do the video justice?
Yes.
Yeah. You see that, and you're like, dude.
Yeah. I know. No, it's awesome, man. It's awesome. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to be able to make this an awesome product. Like,
it's basically a mini tournament.
Yeah. And when you can promote the kids, because if it's the Louisville bubble, I'm assuming it's not necessarily Louisville centric. You're saying come in because every team's going to get 3 to 5 games over that 10-day period. Mm-hmm. So I mean, you're going to, sometimes it's going to be Western versus Bellarmine, or Cincinnati versus Western, or whatever the bubble ends up being. And then you leave that, and then you go down and you're going to play the ACC Big Ten bubble. I mean, it's cool.
Where the conference sponsors some probably, and then the schools can sponsor.
Yeah, well, Orlando's already said they were going to sponsor the champion. There's 4 of them: the Champions Classic, the Jimmy V. There was a couple that Orlando's going to put on in December.
The facility's already there; just use them.
Yeah. So I mean, and you're promoting these college kids as brands. It's awesome.
Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville.
As we head towards football season and the fall, there are plenty of steamy days ahead. So if you think your AC won't make it to the end zone, then call DFH Company today at 968-6222. It could be time for a new train system from DFH. So if you've been thinking about replacing your AC unit, now is the perfect time to call DFH for an 18-month special financing on a certified train system. It's hard to stop a train. Visit DFHcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Mark Ennis here, telling you about my friends at Bosch Lawn Care. For the past few years, I've trusted Bosch Lawn Care with my yard maintenance at my house. That's mowing, weed eating, trimming bushes, cleaning mulch installation, and much more. Get yourself out of hours of work in the yard when you could be kicking back and enjoying time with your family and friends. Call 833-2GET-CUT. That's 833-243-8288 or visit them online at BoschLawnCare.com. Trust the lawn experts I trust. They're professional, affordable. Bosch Lawn Care.
At Baptist Health, we've been caring for some of you virtually.
And that works well in a lot of cases.
But now, we want to welcome you back to our doctor's offices, hospitals, and clinics.
We're going above and beyond to keep you safe.
So you can feel good about scheduling that procedure.
Visiting your family doctor.
Or seeking care in an emergency.
At Baptist Health, we're all about safety, centered on you.
This is Mike Brown, Principal Broker and CEO for On the Move Realtors in Louisville. We are a locally owned company that connects people together, sellers and buyers, owners and tenants. That's our job. We do it every day. Please check out our website to see thousands of homes for sale in the Louisville and surrounding area at www.onthemoverealtors.com or call us at 509-7653. Please feel free to contact On the Move Realtors today for a hassle-free online market analysis of your home. We have realtors standing by to assist you with your real estate needs.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial # law on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Hey guys, golfing season is back, and what better way to celebrate than with a round at Wooded View Golf Course in Clarksville. Located just minutes from downtown Louisville off Veterans Parkway and I-65, Wooded View Golf Course is convenient and affordable. Wooded View also features a pro shop, lounge, and an outdoor patio to relax for before and after your round. Schedule your tee time today at woodedviewgc.com. Again, that's woodedviewgc.com.
We are proud to partner with our favorite go-to caffeinated beverage, Focus. Not Focus with an F, but with a PH.
When the reality of COVID-19 hit, our friends at Focus donated over 200,000 cans of Focus to nearly 400 hospitals across the U.S. to keep those on the front lines fueled.
And good news, now you can find Focus at more Kroger's, Thornton's, Liquor Barn, and Party Mart, as well as all the usual spots like Rainbow Blossom, Heine Brothers, Paul's Fruit Market, and CVS.
Or save 15% when you use code ESPN15 at www.drinkfocus.com. Focus, Focus. Try it today.
We're talking U of L football right here on ESPN Louisville. Join Pat Jaggers and Taylor Lynch Saturday at 5:30 for the Coors Light pregame show, live from Cardinal Stadium on 93.9 The Ville. And then directly following the Cards and Canes, it's the Coors Light postgame show with Mark Ennis on all ESPN Louisville stations. We're the first place in town that will take your calls and hear live from Scott Satterfield. If it's Cardinal football, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
Team for dropping off lunch to the ESPN Louisville studios. Thinking lunch or dinner? Barron's has you covered tonight and this weekend. Perfect for home gating, For the games this weekend, all Barano's now delivering alcohol, carry out and delivery to your home. Support local. Select Barano's locations with limited seating and social distancing practicing. Yeah, it's that good, Barano's Pizza.
So here's the thing. Jeff.
Real quick, 4 minutes till the update, just a heads up.
Okay. Well, let me cover this one real quick then. What I'm assuming, because I'm tagged in this one, tweeter, Mr. Barton, what's up with the colors? I'm assuming you tried to post a picture of me, maybe, in my color choice, right? Steve.
Okay.
You think about, like, you try to get your mojo right on Fridays going into the weekends, right?
Okay.
And things like, yeah, we lost last time I put that on, so I'm not going to wear that on Friday. Like you had those little quick moments, right?
Right.
I had that moment this morning.
Okay.
I'm just getting, like I said, I had a great night. And a great night usually means your house is going to be really messy the next day.
Did you get carry out last night?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, we didn't talk about the food.
Yeah, no.
Okay. No, we're all good. Okay.
Brian.
You always have a messy house.
You did a whole cashier conversation about going to Bungalow Joe's.
Well, I was walking Larry out during the cashier conversation, and I showed him the side studio. I wasn't here during the cashier
It was 20 minutes long, Brian.
I wasn't going to let Steve tease you on that one, be all. Don't worry about it. But here's the thing. A fun night means a messy house the next day. So I'm, just cleaning up, and I'm just going to throw on anything. So here's the thing. I go to my closet, and I just grab a jacket to put on, right? And it's a green jacket. And I say, we're getting ready to play Miami. You can't wear a green jacket.
Right.
And then you know what? To the point I was telling you earlier, to the point that I was describing to all the Louisville fans, rarely do I say, you know what, screw them, give me my jacket. Right? But I thought about changing jackets because I'm like, I'm not going to wear the opponent's colors. We can mess around and wear that and we're going to lose. And I'm like, no, we're not going to lose.
Right.
I'm going to wear a green jacket because I don't care.
And we're going to win.
And then we're going to bust them, right? And I'm going to laugh about it. It's going
to be awesome.
Yeah. Like I'm going to look that thought of whatever kind of jinx I felt like was possible. And I'm like, today on Friday, I decided there is no jinx on this one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, people, a lot of time, like I said, I don't go like crazy on the superstition. I just like, if we lose and I had that hoodie on, if given a choice the next week, I won't put it on.
Right.
Or if I got it on, I realize I'm at home and I got the same shirt on that we got busted in last week. I'm like, I don't mind changing,
Yeah.
But this one, I really stared down this one and said, no, I'm not playing. I'm not playing a jinx game with this one.
Yeah.
We should just be the better team.
No, I do agree with that.
And you know what I'm saying? We at the end of the game.
So you're gonna wear your green jacket anyway?
I did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, no, there's nothing.
I like it.
Yeah. There's nothing that makes me think we're gonna lose this game, and I'm not like, okay, you do the jinx for it's gonna be close. Get over the hump. Let me sit in my favorite spot. Something like that. I'm like, dude.
I think bringing up the jinx sometimes, like not the way you're doing it, but like say you put on the green jacket and you didn't think about it, and somebody comes up and like, man, you're jinxing us. Well, I think they jinxed us because they brought it up.
Right.
I'm like, I didn't think anything of it until you said something.
Green jacket, gold jacket.
That was the first thing I thought of when he said green jacket. I was like, gold jacket, green jacket. Who gives a?
Wait a minute.
Oh gosh, we got this thing.
Okay, no,
because I'm really, really curious about what's going on in the U.S. Open.
Yeah, well, Jeff absolutely wasn't talking about my green jacket. he's showing pictures of the college game day in the icy blue. I looked at it and I thought it was Detroit Lions buses.
Ah.
Okay, so Jeff was talking about the
U.S. Open update real quick.
Yeah, let's do it. I can't wait.
Second round underway. Justin Thomas hoping to carry over the good vibes from Thursday when he
Sorry.
Lowest round in a U.S. Open at Winged Foot, 5 under 65. Thomas started working with a new putting coach this week, John Graham, and it's paying off.
A lot of my issues and problems were the green reading and the visualization, and that's what we've been working on more than anything, and the speed. So it's not like I'm going out and doing mechanical stuff. It's just trying to kind of get the muscle memory of hitting the putt as far as I want to, and as much of a field player as I am, that's been helpful.
Thomas 5 under. He tees off in just under 2 hours. Patrick Reed also in the afternoon wave. He's 4 under. Xander Schauffele 1 under through 12, now 3 under overall, 2 back. Schauffele has finished in the top 6 in the last 3 U.S. Opens. Louis Oosthuizen and Rory McIlroy also 3 under. Dustin Johnson +1. I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
This season, get football on your time with NFL Game Pass. Relive all the action with full game replays.
We do it again, we do it again, we do it again.
Catch every snap in just 45 minutes with condensed games.
Caught for the touchdown.
Learn from the pros with film sessions.
Once you're in that red zone, it's a chess match.
And get access to the NFL Films archive. Go to NFL.com/Game Pass to start your free trial today. NFL Game Pass, where football never stops.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great rates, we gave the song surprisingly great lyrics.
Here we go. It's so cheap. Yeah, got a great rate on the down low. 'Cause Jake isn't your average Joe.
15 seconds.
Hard to believe. Yeah, nobody does it like State Farm do. Never knew the rates were this low. Oh, they ain't that steep.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back. We're back.
Oh, we're like all the way back?
Yeah, what was that? What was that? Birds.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Everybody just has to hold on.
Okay.
Because I want to see this myself on air.
Okay.
We came back and all we heard was this birds.
I know. It's like, oh, here we go. Got some birds.
It goes with the golf course thing.
Yeah. That's a good point.
The Vince Tyree one was funny.
That's pretty good.
Okay, people, this is what we're laughing at. Oh,
gosh.
Okay, so this is what happens during the break. Commercial, Louisville commercial. Vince Tyree, Coach Chris Mack. That's actually his office too. And the Cardinal. Okay, suggestions for college game day signs. Vince Tyree has a sign. Coach Mack has a sign. Louis has a sign.
Mm-hmm.
That's not mine. Who did that? Oh, you were playing that, Brian. Yeah, see,
I'm not playing that.
That didn't come from my computer. That came from your phone, Steve.
Didn't come from my phone.
It may have came.
I have nothing turned on back here but your 2 mics.
Okay, so this is what happened, people. Vince Tyree's sign says cards are too fast. You get it, Steve?
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, cards are too fast.
Oh, I get it.
Y'all get it?
Yeah, I get
Y'all
it.
get it?
Uh-huh.
Like Tutu Atwell, fast.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're with you. I know, yeah.
And
Yep, we're on the same page.
And Coach Mack puts up a sign that says, "Throw the bomb."
Yes.
And he says, he'll never know it's us.
That is pretty funny.
That was pretty funny.
I like the Cardinal Birds was "This is how we roll with toilet paper." That was pretty funny.
That was funny.
The marketing company, or look, the marketing crew
Slam
over there
dunk.
has been crushing it,
Slam
man, for
dunk.
U of L.
Yep,
So
yep.
shout out to them, man.
Yeah, no, I
Definitely.
did enjoy that. Okay, so we blew it. We blew it.
Okay.
Are we gonna pick games together or what?
Oh man, I totally forgot about games.
Yeah, we screwed. I mean, are we canceling the week?
I mean, I totally forgot. It is a pretty sucky week.
Steve, how unprofessional is that? I mean, you know, we're gonna listen.
Really
What we're gonna
crappy
do?
Games.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna tweet it out together.
Okay.
We're gonna make a joint tweet.
Okay.
So people follow at Stephen Rummage.
Yep.
That's not coming from my computer. That's coming from yours, Steve.
I'm not even on that commercial. Take my phone's.
I have 2 things up.
Birds
2 mics.
chirping by itself.
Where is it coming from?
Is there a bird in here?
My phone is blank. I'm on the YouTube page, and that's it. That's got to be Brian. You got two things. Go ahead. Brian, you said you got two things.
Two things, no.
Didn't he just say
We were talking about... No, I said I have two things up. I have your two mics up.
Okay.
That's it.
I thought you had...
That, by the way, they said the Big Ten is not going to be included in the polls next week. So Louisville wins. I mean, you're looking at... God, they're probably top 15. I mean,
what does that text say? If Louisville wins, top 15?
Yeah.
That's it?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're 18th now. I mean, I don't think beating Miami's going to put them in the top 5.
The way we're going to run Miami?
Well, maybe
if
so.
you win by 21 points, you're going to be at
you'll be
11.
11? Yeah, sure. Yes, it is. Birds chirping in the background on that commercial.
No, I know it's in the commercial, but I'm it's not playing on my phone. Steve is the only one that has his phone open, so it has to be.
I'm not on the thing. I don't know.
How does birds chirping just get into the sound system?
I don't know.
No,
there's no way.
No, like physically, Steve. In this room right now, there's coffee, water, inanimate objects, computers that are not open to. They're not even open on pages that can produce birds chirping sounds.
I don't know. It's crazy.
It's a ghost.
It's a creepy thing. Well, speaking since we're sorry,
I'm listening.
Okay. Well, let me find it real quick. I don't know. I gotta find.
Come on, Steve. We're on the wind down.
I've got to find it.
We're
Here it is.
Back 9.
All right.
Oh.
It was sure nice seeing the teams back out on the gridiron over the weekend. Lucky for us, that was just week 1. There's no better place to get in on all the action than with DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. To add to the excitement of Week 2, DraftKings is bringing back their can't-miss offer. If you haven't tried DraftKings Sportsbook yet, head to the App Store now because you don't want to miss this. DraftKings Sportsbook is giving all new users the chance to turn $1 into $100 when they bet on any team. That's right. You can place a $1 bet on any team, and if that team wins, you can cash a cool Benjamin. How could you pass that up? DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Make it easy for you to deposit and withdraw money at your convenience. So download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code WLCO when you sign up for this can't-miss offer. Pick any team during Week 2. Bet $1 and win $100 if they win. That's $1 to win $100 when they use when you use promo code WLCO during sign-up. For a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Whew. Can you hit that text?
My God.
The top 2.
Yeah.
That wasn't me playing the birds chirping. Okay, I'm curious about this one. Hey, Steve.
Steve Maben, please explain what ACC is a different ball game.
Did he say that? Because they're the best.
I don't know, but I'm assuming. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming because it's the best basketball around.
We do agree that ACC is the best, right?
Yeah.
Okay, closing arguments. Your favorite part of the week, Steve?
Oh man, just the build up.
Coach Mack's his response to that question. We'll talk about that Monday.
Yeah, just the build up, man. The build up to this. I mean, it's college game day is going to be on campus in the morning. I mean, they're on campus today. They're doing live shots from the University of Louisville. It's just it's beautiful, man. I mean, it's beautiful. And tomorrow you're going to get college game day from the stadium, from Cardinal Stadium. And then tomorrow you have the entire nation's eyes. I mean, it's Louisville, Miami is the only thing worth watching tomorrow. And I mean, it's perfect.
It sets up perfect.
Yeah.
It sets up perfect. Beautiful weather.
Oh, it's going to be amazing out.
Just beautiful opportunity.
Yeah, it's going to be a round daddy. Oh, I don't know.
Greek freak.
I don't care what he said.
MVP.
Yeah, Giannis got the MVP. Good for him. The Reds are still rolling. Probably, hopefully, make the playoffs. Doing what they're doing.
Go Cubs, go. God. Throw that in there.
I know you don't want to do that.
Lion. No, it's It's awesome.
You see,
It's awesome.
You're watching how obnoxious they are, and it's making you sick. I know you do not want to be teaming with the people you're teaming with right now.
We have an opportunity to answer against Aaron Rodgers and on Sunday.
Yep.
I'm very, very excited.
Let's go Lions.
What was my best part about the week? The best thing about the week was today and the Tutu Atwell commercial.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
I enjoyed that.
It's good stuff.